Yes, asking questions, asking questions. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Great Grandma Donna. Coming live to you from Work Hardy. Y'all see, I'm still working on trying to do some decorations at my job. I'm still working on it. It's a process. I got these two trees over here, two little trees. Got lights on, but I don't have the lights turned on yet. I'm working on it. But anywho, I got a question for y'all. Yes, I do. I got a question. Oh, just Gigi, great grandma Donna, coming live to you from my job. I'm age 63. I have 21 grandkids and two great grandbaby girls. And I live in Delaware. This is Grandma Donna's Wisdom Bites channel, a channel where I teach wisdom and give you tidbits of things I've been through in my life. As I am a 63, I've been through a lot and I try to share it. Hey, Nathaniel Lowry, good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshine. Always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure to see you on this channel. I got a question for y'all. I think I'm starting to get into hot topics. What you think? But everything's kept relatively safe for this channel. But I got a question for y'all. Can married people have both sexes friends? Can you have friends that are male and female if you're married? I'm talking about they might be your best friend or just a good friend or a good friend. And the other question is it a trust factor if not? Is it a trust factor if not? That's the question. Because I just want to know how we think. Now, this don't got nothing to do whether you Christian or a non-Christian. This is just a question because y'all know I've been married 3 times. So I just want to ask the question. You said yes. You can be married and have friends, male and female. You know what? I kind of think so too. Because the world ain't just made up of the people that's your sex only. You feel me? Hey, Yahweh, that's my dog. Boom, boom, boom. But this is a simple question. And YouTube seems to like what I said, asked the question on live stream. This is to get different people involved that don't know about Grandma Donna's Wisdom Bites. Okay? And you guys know that I'm newly monetized and YouTube approved me to get some change. Like you look to the top, you'll see people that come in, you'll see thumbs up, you'll see a money sign, meaning you can give money or you can give, they call it gifts. You know, that's something new that they started. They said I was eligible for it. So, don't mind me. But yeah, y'all, I'm just saying, I wanted to know. Because, I'm not going to lie, my, ex or ex, I don't know how to put stuff because y'all know I'll be trying to, the Lord will me open up more and telling people why my channel is Grandma Donna's Wisdom Bites. And to help people, I got to tell you some things. But I had a friend back in the day that was my best friend, a male, for 30 years. Maybe longer than that. And we were the best of friends. You driving and listening, Corrine? Yeah, girl, you gotta hear this, girlfriend. I'll just say it. Can you have friends, male and female, if you happily married? Or is the word happily married? Or just married? Because I don't think I put the word happily married. I just put if you married. Can I keep it real? Y'all know I'm a storyteller. I'm trying to get into my gifts and talents. And so I'm trying to use live because just regular uploads is fine, but I can't get your reaction too much on an upload, even though I upload every day. But I used to have this friend. You notice I said I used to have this friend. Hey, punk philosopher. Hey, 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 hey. You know what I'm saying? I used to have this friend, right? And we was friends for 30 years. And he told me all his secrets. And I told him all my secrets and all that kind of stuff. I said used to. But we got so close that we didn't get in a relationship, but we got in the mix a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Kissy kissy and taking me out to eat and going to bed together. But he was my best friend. Now I'm saying that because you can't be doing that with if you happily married or if you married. You can't be going out with. I couldn't keep the best friend. Uh, you know what I mean? If you once you get married, what you say, Yahweh, friends with benefits? I couldn't keep the best friend because that's not right. No, you didn't, Carl. No, you didn't. When if you happily now I met this person before any marriage. You know what I mean? I met this person way back when I was 15. And we were friends for 30 years, going into age 45, 46, 47, like that. So what happened was, yeah, we going way back. So it wasn't no hanky panky at first. We were just really legitimate friends. You feel me? Hey, Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? We was just real true friends. Say you start off real true friends, even from high school. But you became friends all them years. But you eventually met somebody and married them for whatever reason. I mean, come on, everybody don't marry for love. Do you get rid of that friend that you had forever? And say y'all crossed the line to have sex once in a while, but you only did it maybe about 3 or 4 times in 30 years. Do you keep that friend? Or do you got to give that friend up once you get married to somebody else? And would you let your spouse do the same thing? You know, say my husband have a female friend and he used to have sex with her back in the day, but they still friends. Then it becomes a thing of trust factor. Do you trust them that they ain't gonna do that again? Or do you dismiss them kind of friends and just have a straight up, I mean, come on, what kind of friends you mean? Because when you married and you have, I believe you can have friends, male and female, but you got to define, right, what type of friend. You feel me? What kind of friend? You know, you mean co-workers, friends as in co-workers, friends as in, ooh, somebody you meet on the street and y'all just talking and you become friends and exchange number. What kind of friends you talking about? You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to be careful with that, punk philosopher. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't understand. Hey, Madhyar, Yosef. Hey, hey. I'm just curious because some people have friends but don't tell you that they used to be lovers. I'm talking about, the opposite sex. Some people have friends that they keep for life, but they don't tell you if you get, married or whatever. They don't tell you that y'all used to be lovers. And how we know y'all ain't gonna get to be lovers again, creeping here and there. You might don't do it that much no more, but you might be creeping a little bit. How you gonna trust that? You know what I mean? It's the trust factor. Do you trust me enough that I can have some male friends that I might have had, like I said, this friend that I had for 30 years, and we crossed the line a couple times. Could he still be my friend even though I'm married? You know what I'm saying? It's just a question. Now, y'all ain't got to be quick to spill it to me, but I just want to know, don't it become what type of friends, right? Or is the friend just because you co-workers and we just friends or acquaintances? You know what I mean? Then in that case, it doesn't matter. But should your friend be calling you all the time and texting you all the time? Do you go out to eat with your friend? That's the opposite sex. See, men ain't gonna question a woman going out too much with a female friend. You know what I mean? Y'all good friends. Your good friend could be somebody you're related to. Don't have to be, it could be your best friend could be your own family member. I consider my sister Kathy one of my best friends, and she's my sister. But this ain't what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about opposite sex friends. How you know? See, that's the thing about trust factor. How do you know to trust that if if they don't always tell the truth? Did you used to have sex with this opposite sex friend? And now that you married, you still keep them as a friend? What y'all talking about? You know what I mean? He might be asking you, well, how's your marriage going? Is he treating you right? Is he really treating you right? Or is he ain't treating you right, then hey, you can always be with me because we best friends anyway. You feel me? If that was always your best friend anyway, and then you got married and your best friend, you always told them your secrets, and he tell you a secret and you tell him your secrets, and then if it's a mess, and then it's a mess, punk, you said my wife cheated on me 14 years. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you about me, because y'all know I ain't going to do no... Can I get a thumbs up now? Y'all like this question? I'm going to tell you the honest truth, because y'all know I got to tell y'all something. There's a reason why I ask a question. I had this friend. That's why y'all heard me say had. And he had a book that I got to get published, but I ain't got it published yet because it opens up. Remember I said I got a book to get published, but it's a little rated PG-13 or a little bit rated R. And I ain't got that book published because I don't want to spill a lot of beans. But that was my rope-a-dope style. Ooh! Oh, that's right. But that was... He was my best friend for reasons, even though he was my best friend for no reason at first. But he was just my best friend. I couldn't keep that guy as my best friend, that the being married, because we know each other in every way, baby. We know everything. And if the person you with ain't acting right, you easily gonna go to your best friend that know all your secrets and gonna treat you good. So you gotta let that person go. The best friend, that's the opposite sex that y'all was hitting it and quitting it. I don't have him as my best friend no more. Nope. And I believe he moved far away. He don't live nowhere near me. You said give us that book, stop playing. I want to. But you know, as being a Christian, I don't be wanting everybody to read it. I know I got to put it out. But come on, y'all. Y'all got to lift me up a big offer to put that book out, because that book is juicy. I got to tell my business. That's the reason why the Lord called me, because he said, you got a whole lot of beans to spill, girl, to help a lot of people, because you've been in some situations. Some situations. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep that guy as my best friend now. I know we all said, but I'm just talking about I can't keep him as my best friend now. Because guess what? When things was terrible in my marriage, or even current, oh, I'll be with my best friend. Y'all know I keeps it real, right? I will be with my best friend, the rope-a-dope style. Oh, 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 hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. What? Yes, I will be with my best friend. Oh my God. And guess what? The Lord, this is how good God is, y'all. This is how good God is. God don't even let us cross pathways and see each other. No kind of way, shape, or form. We don't, I ain't seen that person since I've been with this man. And this been 16 and a half years. I ain't never crossed paths with him. No crossing, no paths. And probably it was my prayer that I don't cross the path. Because I would have been divorced from who I'm married to even now. I would be divorced. You know why? I told y'all one thing about me. I don't believe in cheating. I'm 110% faithful to who I'm with. I don't believe in cheating. I don't cheat on nobody. Even though they cheated on me. But I'm not the cheater. Because I don't, and plus I believe what goes around comes around. So I don't cheat. I don't believe in it. So y'all can see the Lord then delivered me from a lot of stuff. The Lord delivered me from a lot of stuff because I don't, and I'm just saying that was my best friend though. It's just that we crossed the line a few times, here and there. But I don't believe I used him to cheat while I was married to somebody else and I went back and slept with him. No, I didn't do that. Because if I started doing it, I would have kept doing it, creeping. So now I don't do that creeping stuff. But you feel me? You can have friends, male and female, while you married, but you gotta determine what type of friend is that. Is that a friend you go out with? Is it just personal, but it's not flesh? You keep your flesh out of that friendship, then that's a good friendship. If you can have a opposite sex relationship with somebody, but you keeping the sex and you keeping your personal flesh out of it, then that's fine. If that's what you're doing. And it still goes back to trust factor. Do you trust that? And some husbands and wives ain't having it. They like, I want to see your cell phone. Like I saw that yesterday on a show. This lady was talking about, no, I need to see your cell phone. I need to see what y'all talking about. Because they don't trust that. What y'all talking about as best friends? You talking about everything that I ain't doing right with you, or you talking about, you know what I mean? I mean, my husband, he, I don't believe he has hardly any female friends. But if he did, oh, he be talking to them, try to look up their dress and looking at their drawers and everything else. I'm just keeping it real. But my husband has co-workers he talked to that are male and female. But going out with them and doing a whole lot of stuff, I can't. He he can't be trusted around a whole bunch of women. Cause some people just ain't right. You something funny, punk? K Newt. Let me ask. I seriously just had this conversation with my lady. She told me older women leave them, older men to get young men. Huh? Just to get them back blowed out. Is that true? What? And I'm trying to concentrate on what you're saying. You had this conversation with your lady. She told me older women leave them. Older women leave who? Your friend you had, or the person you with? Older women leave them. Older men. Oh, older women leave older men to get young men. Just to get their backs blowed out? Is that what you're saying? Huh? What? Older women leave their older spouse to get their black back blowed out. What? You had this conversation? What? Are you kidding me? I never had that conversation with nobody. Honest to goodness. Good morning, Aaron. Oh, you done got us here on some juicy conversation. Aaron Jones, the question is, if you're married, can you have opposite sex friends as a best friend? You know that you tell all your business to because y'all best friends anyway. And how do we know that you ain't gonna cross the line? Or maybe that was somebody y'all been friends for 30 years anyway. Maybe y'all did cross the line. You know what I mean? And could your spouse trust that? You know, it does become a trust factor. Oh, okay, yep, we was getting ready for work and just talking about that. Ain't that something, Hal? I'm telling you, it's like God puts things in my mind now to keep it real with people that talk real talk. Because I am really a person, if I counsel people, you guys believe I talk about all kind of stuff. And they tell me all kind of stuff. I know people at my job just come here to park and tell me their business. And they be telling me some stuff, and I'm like, what? And they married. But I'm a older woman, 63. My husband is 54. Now, when I was married, first time my husband was 17, almost 17 years older than me, because I had lost my father. So I wanted a father figure for a man. So I was like looking for my daddy back then. But as time went on and he cheating and doing all kind of stuff he ended up in his doing. So the next man I got, he was younger. And then this one is even younger than him. I can't say I got with them younger to blow no back out, but I wanted them younger because I wanted, well, at the time I liked to get in the mix good, you know, get in the mix. Yeah, so that's true in a sense, but I didn't do no cheating though. See, I can't say leaving nobody. This is just people I got with. But I didn't leave my spouse. I didn't leave my spouse to go get with no younger person. This is when the relationship had already ended. You know what I mean? The next person was younger. And then the next person was even younger. But that's because I want somebody know how to get with the mix. Get the mix. Okay? Now that I'm older, I'm a faithful person anyway though. That's the point you gotta get. I'm a faithful person. No matter who it is. I don't care if you're younger or my age or old. I'm faithful anyway. That's just what I believe in. Being faithful. But if you didn't have to worry about sin, the sin nature, because I love God. If I didn't have to worry about sinning or my conscience didn't bother me so much as far as doing sins, I'd probably be creeping. Oh, Lord Jesus, don't let me tell my business. I'm going to tell you one thing. See, the Lord doing this to me because he want me to tell people why my channel is called Grandma Donna's Wisdom Bites. And you got to let people know your gifts and talents, why you can counsel people, why you can help people, why you can help people get delivered, because you got to tell your story. So I'm trying not to tell it. You see how I keep stopping? Yahweh. And that's why I didn't get that other book published, and it should have been published 10 years ago, because I don't be wanting to say certain things, because I grew up in the church all my life. But I've been a bad man pajama sometimes. I done did some things, but I didn't cheat. See, I ain't that person. I ain't never been the other woman. I don't like that. But I did do some stuff. I got someone in my age bracket. Okay, Aaron, you got somebody in your age bracket. Good. Good. But I'm just saying. But Kay said older women leave their older spouses or significant other for younger people. Is that true? No, but sometime, but I don't know because I ain't never did it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. If I didn't care about my relationship with the Lord, see, I don't care what I talk about on here. God doesn't mind what I talk about as long as somewhere in this video he get the glory and the credit. I can't talk about stuff and don't put God in it, because that's saying I'm still slick. I don't do no slick stuff. I'm a real person. You know what I mean? But if I didn't have a real relationship with God, I would have been cheating. I would have been cheating now. Creeping. And they could be younger. Yeah, they could be younger than me. But see, I'm not the cheating type though. I have to go back to that. I have never cheated on nobody. I would rather get out the relationship. Just get on out the relationship. Just move on. Okay? Because I don't really like hurting nobody. Because I'm a good person. So I would rather, but there's instances where people cheat in marriages for whatever reason. And some of them, like I told you, my ex said he just wanted to be with different women. He didn't want to be with no one woman. You got to watch my yesterday's live. But a person don't want to be with one person the rest of their life or going to cheat. And you didn't have to do nothing wrong. That's just the way it is. And it doesn't matter what the age is. If they want to cheat, they're going to cheat. So it does have something to say. You got to say, can you trust some people with the opposite sex as best friends? Some of them you can't trust them. Some of them you can, but some of them you can't trust them. especially if they did something in the past that was crooked. Then, especially, I can't say once a cheat, always a cheat. But if you with somebody and you married to them and they cheated on you and you forgave them and y'all cleaned it up, but they still got these female friends as their best friend, that's a red flag. Because you didn't already call them cheating. That's a red flag. I need to know what y'all talking about. Because will you let me, can I keep it real? Can I have some men friends that I can call and talk to? Huh. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your motive for why you want these opposite sex friends. What's your motive and what are you telling them? Because sometimes you're gonna be telling them what's going on in your marriage, especially if it's something that ain't right. And if y'all real close, y'all might get. Hmm. I'm just keeping it real. But no, I have never been the cheater. But I've had a man that was my friend for 30 years, but I didn't cheat. I didn't do nothing with him while I was married. You feel me? We was getting ready for work and just talking about that. But yeah, Aaron, you got somebody in your age bracket. I think you can have people in your age bracket, no matter what age they are. But your question is, Aaron Jones, do you have male friends and female friends? And are y'all real close friends? And do you feel like you can talk to them about any and everything? And if so, does your spouse know about it and do they trust you like that? That's what we talking about. Do they trust you like that? Because trust is a factor with some people. And some people feel insecure and they don't want you talking to the opposite sex no matter what. Not unless you right in front of their face. And then I'm keeping it real. You can't trust everybody. But like Kay said, he said some older women leave their older spouse for a younger man to blow their back out. And probably some of them do that, but I can't tell you they all do that because that's not true. They don't all do that. They don't. That's funny. But they don't all do that. All older women don't leave the older spouse for a younger man. Some may do it, or maybe they got a quick fling, but they didn't leave them, but they just wanted a one night stand or a quick thing, and they got with a younger person. They used to call them male escorts. Got with a younger person just for that one time, but they didn't leave their spouse. Now people do that. It's called creeping. You know what it's called. Been creeping for years. Yeah, well, even if trust is present, we still human and shouldn't be tested. Once that temptation creeps in, it's just a matter of time if they don't remove themselves from the whole situation. Right, right. I agree with you. What you say, Kay? Well, that ain't no better. No, it ain't. If you are an older woman and you still want to stay with your spouse, you don't want no divorce or none of that, but you just got this urge to go creep one time with a younger person, and like you said, to blow your back out, but you going to still come back to the person. I don't say it's better, but do people do it? Yeah. Now, men a creep and go on and let a young girl blow you out. So what's the difference? You saying older women. Well, I'm talking about, what about the older man that wants to go back and recapture his youth? Now, we do know that's a trend. Older men want to, all of a sudden, they want this PYT, this pretty young thing. He's 70 and want a 20-year-old. He know doggone well that 20-year-old don't want him, but he got the money, sugar daddy. And then the older woman's the sugar mama. And you do know this goes on every single day. And the older, see, I'm talking about real talk. Older women want a younger man and they pay him. Now look at Cher, for instance. Cher is what, almost 78. Cher got a 38-year-old black man. And he talking about she wear me out. But she give him whatever he want. She gives him whatever he need. But he got to give her good sex. And she chose him that young. Because ain't no man her age can do that. That's why she goes with a younger guy. And this is real life stuff. It happens every day. A lot of older women do go after younger men because they want the sex. And they might have the money to take care of them if they ain't hardly got no money. And that's the truth. But hey, flip it around. What about men that go after the young girls? They pay them for a lap dance, or you going to the stripper place, whatever you doing to get your, bust a nut. Whatever you doing, you going to do what you going to do too. But you don't want your wife to do it. But men been doing it forever. Men been doing creeping. So I think women are more bold nowadays. And women do it probably because they don't trust the men no more. So they do whatever they do. Now, ain't no sister gonna be no sugar baba. Huh? That's funny. I had to think about that. You said ain't no sister gonna be no sugar mama. Yeah, 'cause I ain't paying no man. I mean, just to keep it real, I ain't gonna pay no man to sleep with me. Are you kidding me? I gotta pay you? You gotta be crazy. You right. Okay, I gotta rephrase that. But I'm just saying there's people that do it. It just ain't nobody like me. But there are people that, you know what I'm saying? There are people that pay for it. Cher pays the man, the black man, to have sex with her. I mean, she ain't no sister as in saying she ain't black, but she sure is paying for that black thing. You just said black women ain't doing that. I don't know whether I don't know. I can't say. But I ain't never paid for that. I ain't never had to pay for. Oh, heck to the devil. You gotta have more than diamonds down there for me to be paying for it. I don't know what you got on it, but it. But Kay, you said that your spouse or your ex has cheated on you in the past. I don't like the people that cheat. I don't like infidelity, period. I don't cheat on nobody because I don't like infidelity. I believe you should be faithful. But for the times where people are not faithful, generally it's the man that's not faithful. And he creeps even if he got a good thing. He could have a good thing and just creep because he want to creep. Like my ex told me, I can't be with no one woman the rest of my life, so I'm going to creep anyway. So hey, there you go. Ain't because you did nothing wrong. If you want to creep, you're going to creep. But generally the man is the one to do that. But if a woman creeps, it's usually because the man Wow. A lot of times sexually you're not compatible, or you grew apart in some kind of way. Um or like you said, they might just want somebody younger, but I don't know. The highest thing for me to say is compatibility. Compatibility. Because you got to communicate to stay with a person. You got to have some good communication. If y'all don't talk no more, always arguing and fussing, and I don't know, somebody else can start to look better. You know what I mean? Like that Luther Vandross song I said yesterday. I can make it better. Some other man or somebody else always say they can do what your spouse can't do. They can do it better. And that's the temptation. Either you want the temptation or you don't. So is man made to be with one woman? Um, I think the way the Bible is set up, to where God gave Eve to Adam, he didn't give Adam several wives. He gave Adam one wife. And he said, be fruitful and multiply. Um, that's the way I believe it should be. But I know a lot of Africans and people in different cultures, maybe even Muslims, believe in you can have more than one wife as long as you can take care of them. Because I do remember in the Bible where Solomon, he has 700 wives and 300 concubines. Well, dang, how many you need? I mean, there were people that had more than one wife. Really. Um, if that's something you go for, if that's something you go for, then hey, what can the woman say? Nothing. But I never got married, or never thought to want to get married with the intentions of the person I'm marrying can be married to all these other people too, or could sleep around with all kind of people. Then why get married? You know what I mean? To me, stay single. Why get married if you just gonna sleep around with everybody? And then people got diseases. People got. I don't trust that kind of stuff. You can give somebody a disease, or you getting these other people pregnant. I mean, if you young enough to get somebody else pregnant and all that, that's not good. See, I don't. That's why I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I really don't. If you really, really love somebody, you should stay committed to that one person. If you really, really love them. If you want my honest opinion, as me being a Christian, I got to tell you the truth. I believe real love lasts if it's real. If it's a little shady, then it might not last too good. Or you once loved the person, but now you're not sure. You know what I'm saying? Now, I agree with that. Know what you're getting into before you get married. True. You got to know what you're getting into before you get married. That's right. Hey, you ain't ready for it, too? Hey, 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 hey. Hi. You back again? Um, you see the question. If you're married, I don't know about happily married, but if you're married, can you have friends, male and female? And how close are them friends? And do you tell them everything? Because usually real close friends, like if I have a best friend girl, she know everything going on in your marriage. You got best friend that you tell everything to. But is your best friend your opposite sex, where you telling this guy everything too? And then he might be like, if he ain't treating you good. Because I had men say that to me. If your husband ain't treating you good. Or they'll say, hey girl, are you married? And I'll say, yeah. He said, but are you happily married? Because if he ain't good to you, then hey, that's where I come in at. They say that. They say that all the time. So can you have a male as your best friend while you married? And how close of a friend is he? You know what I'm saying? You gotta determine that, because what if your spouse had all these female friends that he tell all his marital stuff to, and they be trying to kick it on the side? You don't know if they kicking it on the side. So sometimes you can't trust that. You can't trust everybody. It's okay if you trust that. My question to myself, since I'm the one posed the questions, I want to pose questions on YouTube for the world, and of course I clean it up, because you don't think I'm doing that stuff. I love God too much to be doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Now I'm 63. I should have outgrown that mess anyway, right? No, mean you all outgrew it though, because you're 63. Honey, they still creeping too. I didn't know that was the question, but no. That's the question. Ah, you said good morning, Bobo. Yeah. So the question, Kay, do you have friends that are the opposite sex? And do you tell them a lot of stuff? And are you close to them? Are you close to them? That's the question. Because you know you can't trust everybody. I don't personally I have acquaintances. Most of my friends or people I deal with are more online, or family, and I ain't got no whole lot of girlfriends. I'm just gonna keep it real. No, I don't. Back in the day, I did, but I don't have no whole lot of girlfriends. And when I did have, that's another story. I don't even want to rehash that. I ain't even gonna talk about it right now. But no, I don't have close girlfriends that I tell everything to. Not now. And I don't have no close male friends that I tell everything to. Not right now. No, I don't. And back in the day, maybe I did, but not now. Mm-mm. I tell a lot of my problems to the Lord. I do. Matter of fact, I tell them everything. I don't, because I'm part of a counselor, I can talk to y'all about questions I have to ask. That's why I had to get into my ministry on my channel. The one that, y'all want to know, why are you a counselor, or give me scenarios. So that's what the Lord putting in me to talk about. Ask questions. You got to talk about other stuff. My channel ain't just about no food and just about exercise or just about shopping and going somewhere. No, it's real people that's dealing with real life stories and trauma and drama and mess, and they need help. So no, I don't believe in cheating. Tell me about the power of fasting real quick. Well, fasting is really in Isaiah 58th chapter, I believe. Fasting is to deny the flesh, of course. Depending what type of fast you're talking about. If you're talking about water fast, where you just drinking water, or some people go on a fast and just eat fruit and vegetables only. But you gotta have a purpose for the fast. A purpose. What's your purpose for fasting? Not the fast just to be fasting. If you got a purpose or a stronghold that needs to be broken, then fasting is excellent. Like I said yesterday, this woman, that her husband was cheating with this woman, and he was with her for about a whole year, and she found out, but she wasn't trying to give up her husband. So she went on a 3-day fast of only water for 3 days, and she put her petition before the Lord, what she was fasting for. for God to get his whole mind, that man's whole mind, and turn his whole mind around with what he was doing to break that curse or that infidelity and all that mess. And I'm going to tell you one thing, that woman fasted and she prayed and she fasted and she prayed and she stayed before the Lord. And when that 3 days was up, I don't know what God did to that man, but he was a changed man. He never ever saw that woman again. The woman said, I didn't only get my husband back, but he was 2 or 3 times better than he ever was. She said he gave her everything, did everything for her. It's like he was addicted to her. He couldn't get enough of his wife. But that happened, it happened because of a 3 day fast. It happened because of a 3 day fast of drinking water. So I believe fasting works if you serious and you really want to be delivered, or say you don't want a divorce from your spouse. If you willing to go that far to try to save your marriage, then go for it. But you but you do gotta sacrifice something a lot of times to get something. And it's even if that's what you want to do. And some people don't want to fast for nobody. Like, the heck with you, get on. We just gonna get a divorce. So, yeah, fasting does have results, good results. I need to go on a fruit and vegetable fast, fruit and vegetables and shakes and stuff. Gotta yield in some more weight loss, huh? I believe it's different types of fast. You can fast and say, I'm only gonna drink shakes, eat fruit and vegetables, or you gonna fast and give up meat for a week, or give up meat for 2 weeks, and or you gonna do the Daniel fast like in the Bible, where the Daniel fast, and a lot of people go on that in January, and that's coming up, where they don't eat meat. You don't eat no candy, no cookies, no pot. You gotta give up all that stuff. You can have potatoes, you can have fruit, vegetables, nuts, beans, grains. Oh, I could do that. You know why? 'Cause I love beans. I love me some good lima beans. Honey, I can eat lima beans every day. So that would work for me. And my son turned me on to black beans. Oh, I could do that. The Daniel fast in the Bible. So, yeah, fasting has good results. But as far as these relationships, having opposite sex as friends is good if there's not your flesh involved. If you just literally good friends. But you don't keep your flesh out of it. Because if you keep your flesh in there, then no. You don't need no opposite sex as no best friends if your flesh is involved. You keep your flesh out. If you kill the flesh, fasting will help crucify the flesh, honey. You ain't ready for it to. Fasting will help crucify that flesh. And that's real talk. That's real talk. If you want to crucify your flesh, you start fasting. And that breaks yokes of bondage too. It might help somebody that's, like I said yesterday, that's dealing with pornography, and you don't know how to break that addiction, and it's robbing your marriage. Fasting can help break that yoke of bondage too. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, I believe that. Yeah. You can use that as breaking bondage in a marriage. There's some strongholds. Or some people are addicted to pornography, they're addicted to sex toys, they're addicted to all kind of stuff. And if you really petition that before the Lord and mean it, you say, Lord, I'm going to go on this fast, and I don't like fasting, but I'm going to do it to break this addiction. I need you help me. And if you sincere about that and go on that fast, I believe the Lord will help you with whatever that is that you prayed for. That addiction could be broken. That's true. So I guess that could be a lot of people can fast for whatever reason. Some people need to fast and give up television for a month. You'd go crazy if you couldn't watch TV for a month. Whatever the addiction is, you have to be able to give that up. And I'm sure it's not easy, just like somebody that drinks alcohol. They don't know how to break that addiction. They're struggling with that. But if you really want to give that to the Lord, you can present that to Him. And maybe you have to fast. And that would be hard for an alcoholic to fast. But you would have to. If you fast, you're not going to be drinking alcohol, of course. But yeah, it's how bad do you want to be free is the question. But as far as relationships concerned, I believe you can have friends, male and female, as long as you keep your flesh out of it. As long as you keep your flesh out of it, you can have friends, male and female. But when you put that flesh in there, then it's trouble brewing. You know what I mean? So you got to be honest with yourself. You really got to be honest and true to yourself. Or the question is, do you even trust yourself? Is the question. Do I trust myself? That's the question. You know, like the Bible said, can we examine ourselves? Examine yourself. Do you trust you? Because maybe the friend is cool, but do you trust you? Because sometimes you could be starting some mess with the opposite sex and starting some mess, and there you go. Yeah, self-control. And ain't that a reason to fast enough? Do you got self-control enough to want to fast? Because when you ain't got no self-control, you ain't doing no fasting. Because you got to deny the flesh. You feel me? And if I'm fasting, I can't be watching no pornography. I can't be playing with my coochie or the man playing with his penis. You can't be masturbating and fasting. Whatever you fasting is to break the yokes of bondage, to set the captives free. And even for healing in the body, the Bible says when you fast, He will your health shall come forth speedily. He gonna even heal your body. There's some people fasting for yokes to be broken in your flesh. And God can do that too. Your health shall spring forth speedily. So, oh yeah, fasting has great consequences for denying that flesh. That's right, you got to put all that aside. You ain't going to be fasting and still doing the stuff you was doing, then that ain't no real fast. A fast is a sacrifice. Definitely a sacrifice. Aaron Jones says, always put God first. Everything we do, we should thank Him for waking us up early in the morning. Always trust God. That's right, Aaron. Excellent. Because you know what, Aaron? You just made a good comment, a point. When we put God, you know you the preacher right now. Because when you put God first in everything you do, then there ain't no time for creeping. Ain't no time for no mess. Ain't time for all of that stuff when you put God first. So the question is, do we really put God first? Or is He last on your list? Do we put God first or our flesh first? Because God don't deal with our flesh. So do you put God first or do you put the flesh first? And if you want to know all about what I'm talking about now, read James. It's in the New Testament. James, the 1st chapter. It'll tell you all about your flesh. Hi, Francesco from Italia. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Francesco. Hi. I'm just talking about the flesh. Talking about, can we have friends, male and female, if you're married? And if you can have friends male and female, can you be honest and truthful friends and no hanky panky or crossing the line? Just straight friends. And if you can do it, can your wife do it too? Have friends, male and female, as long as y'all ain't crossing the line. Just becoming friends, but no more. Yeah. Can you be friends, male and female, with the opposite sex, but keep your flesh out of it? You know what I mean? If you can do it, fine. But the real question is, do you trust yourself? That's the question. Do you trust yourself? Because trust is always a factor, ain't it? Because the man can say in his black book, well, back in the day we had a book where you got all your numbers in there. The man can have a book, but can your wife have the same book and put all her male and female friends in there, and she could just call them, go down the list and call them and talking to them? I mean, I think it's to each his own. If it's good enough for the man, it should be good enough for the woman. But the question is, do you trust each other? And what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? When the flesh starts talking, you better start walking. Oh my goodness. Yahweh, you know you telling the truth. When the flesh starts talking, you better start walking. I know that's right, because it's about to be something coming on, coming on, coming on, and it ain't the Holy Spirit. Okay? Now, like today, what I brought to work, this is what I brought to work. Now, this is killing my flesh as far as the appetite, because this is blueberries, strawberry. This is oatmeal. So this is what I'm going to be eating at work. Oatmeal. And water and tea. Oatmeal. Now, y'all saying, well, what's wrong with that? Nothing. But this ain't addiction. When people are addicted and have addictions to stuff, it ain't never you addicted to healthy stuff. I ain't never heard nobody say I'm addicted to apples. People use addicted to something like a forbidden fruit. You know, something else. But that's what's good for me. You feel me? I ain't never heard nobody tell me I'm addicted to cucumbers. Oh, girl, I can eat 10 cucumbers a day. Oh, I'm craving. Oh, I can't wait to go get that cucumber. Oh, I got to have that. You addicted to cucumbers, you going to stay skinny. But you might be addicted to that thing that look like a cucumber, but it's something in the flesh you addicted to. You really addicted to that cucumber. You addicted to something else if you want to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We're just keeping it real. Everybody that has addictions or struggles ain't struggling with something good. You feel me? You know you ain't struggling. I ain't never heard nobody say I'm struggling to stay away from lettuce. I'm struggling to stay away from carrots. Them carrots gonna get me in trouble. I'm struggling to stay away from water. Oh, that water, I know it ain't gonna get you in trouble. That's the stuff you supposed to have. Usually addiction is something you ain't supposed to be consuming too much of. You feel me? I wish I was addicted to lettuce too. You know what I'm saying? See, we supposed to be trying to get addicted to stuff that's good for our health. I should be addicted to fruits and vegetables. I am addicted to broccoli. I love me some broccoli. But you got to get addicted to healthy stuff. Now, see, when I got to talk to myself. You got to be addicted to healthy stuff. You got to be addicted to exercising. You know what I mean? Addicted to stuff that's good for you. Well, a lot of times we're addicted to the sugar, to the sweets, to the pie, the cookies, the candy, the ice cream, and pretzels, and potato chips, and all we addicted to other stuff. I ain't even never heard nobody say I'm addicted to beans. Because you eat beans, they going to clean your colon out. Oh, you going to be in that bathroom. You get addicted to some beans. Hmm. But usually addictions are something the opposite of what's good for you. Because you can, the Bible says you can drink wine for the stomach's sake, but it says do not be drunk with wine. So you ain't supposed to be drinking it to get drunk no way. And if it's for your stomach's sake, meaning you supposed to have an ailment in your stomach. So the flesh be like exercise. I ain't doing that. Nah, let's watch a movie. You just answer the question, Yahweh. That's what our flesh tell us to do. Your flesh gonna always tell you to do something else. And you, my husband, I told him, won't you fast for a week? I ain't say deny food just to give up that TV. He said, oh no, that ain't fitting to happen. I can't give up TV for one day. My husband will not fast the TV for one day. He ain't fasting. He said, I'm not fasting because I'm not giving up my sweets. Not, he ain't doing it for one day. So he said, that ain't for me. I can't fast because I'm not giving up nothing. Some people ain't going to do it. Yeah, he said, I ain't giving up TV and I ain't giving up no sweets. I'm not giving up nothing. So he ain't fitting to fast. He don't believe in it. He said, why should I give up what I like? Well, how far does that go? You ain't giving up nothing you like. So some people are faithful to their addictions. And that comes back to what I said yesterday. Do or can we accept the person for who they are and still marry them and still be with them? And accept them with their flaws and all. Now I know God accepts us for our flaws and all. Oh, God does. God loves us. He don't want us to live in sin, but God accepts us for our flaws and all. But do we accept people and want to be in a relationship with them for their flaws and all? I don't think we do. If you know your husband is a porn addict, you want him to stay a porn addict while he's with you, and maybe you can help him through that, or you try to help him through that. But what if he's still struggling when he's going to still be doing it? Are you going to stay with him for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, sickness and health, forsaking all other? I mean, you got to ask yourself some questions when you talking about getting married, because people come with problems. People come with issues, and no, they don't tell you all that before you marry them, because a lot of times you wouldn't marry them. They ain't going to tell you all their secrets before the marriage bed. They're going to put their best foot forward so you can be with them. You start finding out that other secrets later on because they ain't going to tell you the truth. So, I'm telling you. But anyway, this has been an hour and 8 minutes, this video. But I think this was a good topic. That's what I'm going to be doing the storytelling on here on my lives. On my lives, that's what came to me to do to help people that want counseling from me. I'm a real licensed evangelist. I'm a real author of a book. Ken Penn, the guy that subscribed a couple of days ago to my membership club, he texted me today or emailed me to tell me that he purchased my ebook of my book because he said I really feel like I need some more help, and I'm encouraged by what we talked about on your live yesterday. And he said I was so encouraged that I purchased your ebook so I can further learn from you. I thought that was awesome. And you know, to have this channel was always about helping somebody to become their better self, to turn to the Lord if they don't know the Lord, or whatever it can to help them. Because he said, honey, I'm going to be honest with you. When I came on your live, I had a wrong motive in my mind. I was on your channel for the wrong motive. He said, but listening to you, and I kept listening and listening, he said, you changed my motive for being on your channel. And he said, I appreciate that. So that let me know that I'm on the right track of talking about these tough issues, because people need to hear the truth, and the truth is what's going to set you free, not living a lie. So I can't have my channel just be about food and this and this and that. No, my channel got to be, it's really almost like a deliverance channel. And that's what the Lord been dealing with me about. When you go on your lives, you talk about why you are a counselor. You got to talk about tough issues because people need to hear the truth. So that's why I talk about it. I have to. So I was finally in my relationship because I realized he don't never ask me questions about my life or anything. Then today I heard in my spirit, the less he knows, the less he gets. Wow. Hey, wanna be yours? Hello. Let your accomplishments and rewards be yours. Uh huh. Yeah. Because we gotta be truthful. And I'm sharing my journey to help people. And like I said, I've been married. It's my third marriage. Ain't no peaches and cream. Something I was going to say, but that's another video. But anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all that support my channel. And hey, Ricky. Oh, you back again, Ricky Wells. Well, hello, hello, hello. I've been on here for over an hour. You done missed all of the good stuff. You support me? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ricky. I appreciate that. Like Ken Penn, he done joined the membership club, and he said he came on here for one reason, which was up to no good. But he said as he kept listening to me, he said, you changed my whole mindset. And now I support you. And he texted me on my email to tell me I bought your book on ebook because I need some more help, and I believe your book is going to help me. And I was so happy to hear him say that. And he's just new to my channel, only 2 days. So my goal in my channel is to help people that are hurting, if that makes any sense. Of course, people ain't gonna tell you they hurt, and they gonna make you think everything's going good in their life and everything's peachy peachy. But everybody got an issue. I gotta get in my personal business, even in my past, to help you to understand why God called me the evangelist, why God called me to counsel and help people. I can't help you if I don't tell you part of my business or what He did for me. You feel me? Because all I was about my flesh back in the day, because, honey, I just wanted some sexual healing. Marvin Gaye. And I know that covered up some other real issues in my life. You know what I'm saying? People got addictions to cover up other things. And we do know that. You said, I'm back. I support you. I'm back. I know I just woke up. But I love watching you. You have a good day. Thank you, Ricky Williams. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. Yeah, Yahweh, God is working and God is good, ain't He, Aaron? God is good. Because, see, this is what the Lord was telling me. I don't care what you do on your channel, but somewhere in what you talking about, I got to get the glory and the credit. You feel me? Oh, God got to be in it. I'm struggling, but God. You know what I mean? This way Hollywood is. People Go to Hollywood and they be running and chasing the money, and you chasing the money so much that you forgot about God. What profit you to gain the whole world and lose your soul? No, 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 no. You better be getting God. Your outcome is your motive. What are you in it for? You can't tell about you love God, but you ain't thinking about him. It's like my husband saying, I love you, but you're always cheating on me. Well, what kind of love is that? Love should have brought you home last night. Love should have. That's another video, okay? We gonna have another video. But this channel, it gotta keep it. It should be called Keeping It Real with Miss Donna, cause this is just real. I'm telling y'all, real. All right, Yahweh, 1 month of bronze. Hey, I pray in Jesus' name your channel grows in abundance. Amen. Praise the Lord, Yahweh. That's right, 1 month. Yes, in Jesus' name it will. My channel's going to keep growing as long as I keep God in it. God has to be in my channel, Yahweh. He got to be. Because ain't no success in my life without God. You feel me? Ain't no success in my life without God. I got to keep it real. Ain't no success in my life without God. Because ain't no way in the world I'm going to let my flesh rule and God blesses me and God ain't into my flesh. God don't bless mess. He said, choose ye this day whom you going to serve, God or man. You going to serve me or your flesh. Because there ain't no good thing in your flesh. And the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God is eternal life. And I know that sounds like preachy because I ain't no preacher. But the truth is what's going to set us free. And we do all have struggles. But don't use your struggle to not want to be set free from yokes of bondage. That's why we got to stay prayed up. The Bible said watch as well as pray. Because the devil is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. And ain't that the truth? The devil used my own husband to gloat after woman too much to where he cheating and creeping and doing all kind of stuff, because the devil don't want nobody to stay married. He don't care that you get married, just don't stay married. He don't care that you get married, but just don't be faithful to each other. You know I'm telling the truth. And I done been there. I know the struggle. Well, anyway, this is a good video. So that's what I'm going to be using my lives for. To talk about real issues, asking real questions. That you might not ask the question, but the Lord wants me to ask the question. Because people need to be healed. Somebody might watch my live and you're not interacting on questions. You're in the background watching me. You're watching me, but you're in the background where I don't know you're watching me. But you appreciate this conversation and you're getting something out of it. Well, you keep watching even if you're watching in the background. As long as you're getting something out of it. I can't have what I'm talking about end in a negative. It has to end with you having a solution to the problem or the issue. That's the whole reason for my book. And Ken Penn purchased my book. I think he said he purchased it this morning. But those of you want a copy of my book, or he bought the ebook version of my book. If you click on a link in the description that says about, you can purchase the ebook part for only $3.99. You just got to make sure you have enough space on your phone to download the book. You can download my book on your cell phone. That's called the ebook version. And you can read it. You can have it downloaded on your cell phone for $3.99. That way you don't got to worry about shipping and handling. You don't got to worry about it coming to your house. You can have it downloaded on your cell phone. You just got to make sure you have some space to have the book downloaded on your cell phone. It's called an ebook. And you can get that for $3.99. And that's what Ken Penn emailed me this morning to tell me that he purchased the ebook version of my book because he needs more help. And I told him, thank you. I appreciate you. Because he only been on my channel for a couple days. That's it. Just a couple days. And so I want somebody to be blessed. I want somebody to be blessed coming through my channel. I don't just want another channel. There are thousands of channels on YouTube. I want my channel to make a positive impact on somebody's life. You feel me? I want somebody to be blessed. That's what my ministry is. And my ministry might be tough because I got to talk about tough issues. These people out in the street need you to keep it real. There's people out here homeless, people out here sleeping on a bench. There's people out here that don't have a roof over their head. Don't know where they're going to get their next meal from. I got to keep it real. You feel me? There's a whole lot of bootleg preachers out here. There's a whole lot of people doing a lot of crooked stuff in the pulpit. I got to keep it real. I got to be real. And so this is why God uses me, because I'm real. I keeps it real. And I tells the truth and I speak my truth to help people. So ain't nothing phony about me. I ain't never told you I was perfect. But one thing I do tell you is that I honor God. And before I think to go do something wrong, I got to check with the Lord first. And of course, if it's something wrong and crooked, no, he ain't going to tell me to do it. Why would he? What it is, we override what God is saying and do it our own self because you are overcome by your own lust. Read James, the first chapter. That's a homework assignment for y'all. James, the first chapter in the New Testament. That will tell you everything that I'm saying. It's a tough chapter, but it's the truth. And only the truth is going to set us free. The truth. But do we want the truth or do we want to live a lie? Because the Bible said in the last days, people are going to have itching ears. People are going to become lovers of themselves more than lovers of God. You got to determine whether you want to be a lover of yourself or a lover of God. That ain't my words, that's the Bible. And in the last days, people are rather going to believe a lie than the truth. I preach to my own husband every day. I don't mean preach because I'm not a preacher. I'm an evangelist. But I always give him a word of wisdom, a word of knowledge. And I always tell him to pray. Because a family that prays together stays together. And I want you to be the leader. I want you to pray. Pray over your wife. Pray over the family. Pray. Because prayer changes circumstances. But some people don't want to pray because they don't want to pray over top of your mess. So you don't want to pray because you don't want to pray over top of your mess. And you don't want to pray because you know prayer changes things and you don't want to change. So some people ain't interested in prayer. Some people don't want a praying woman for a wife. What I want a praying woman. I want a woman that's going to open her legs and let me do whatever I want to do to her. That's why you don't want no praying woman, because you don't want no woman that loves the Lord. You want a woman that loves her flesh. Can we keep it real? A lot of men going after women for your behind. They don't want no praying woman, because she going to be able to see right through you. All right, I'm going to get off of this live, but you know I'm telling the truth. See, this is what the Lord want me to do. He's like, Donna, you got to talk about why you have this channel. Got to talk about it. I didn't give you that channel just to do your makeup, just to do your hair. Mm-mm. It's way deeper than that, baby. It's a spiritual matter. So that's why my lives now is changing. I can upload whatever I want to upload. If I went to the store, I went shopping, and I'm still going to give you all that or whatever I ate. But I'm telling you, when I do these lives, it's almost like therapy. And I got to ask the questions and deal with real issues. Because that's what's going to help the people that are hurting. And my channel has to be different. I don't want my channel like everybody else's channel. I want the channel that God gave me, and I want it to be about what He wanted to be about. And that's people being healed from the inside out. You feel me? Just like my book, Laughter in the Rain, ain't about no laugh. It ain't about a comedy. It's how to laugh from the inside out. Okay? I love y'all. I'm getting ready to get off of here. But I'm just going to keep it real, okay? That's what my ex-pastor, well, some other lady used to be my evangelist pastor. That's what she always told me. You need to, she said somewhere, this is on Facebook, you need to change your channel to Keeping It Real with Miss Donna. That's what she said. Because that's all you do, keep it real. Now, that's a pastor. And she said, you just keep it real. You're raw sometimes, raw real, street talk real. Sometimes I gotta talk street talk because you don't understand the thus and thous of the Bible. So I gotta break it down and do street talk to help you to understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna get free if I'm just shucking and jiving with you. No, I gotta keep it real so you can get free. Oh. All right, I gotta get ready to go, y'all. I'm at work and I gotta let somebody. It's cold. I covered my head up today, honey. It is cold. Honey, it ain't time to look cute today. I had to cover up. Oh, it's cold. Mama don't like this weather. Oh, it didn't change. Yesterday was nice out. Oh, Lord, it's cold. Oh, it's colder than a mug out here, y'all. Woo! This is my management office. Oh, my gravy. Woo! I did put a couple lights up there, y'all. I put a couple things on the door. I got transferred in this office. Going to take a while. I got these 2 trees. If you plug them up, they got lights on them. I got to change this office over to Christmas. But anyway, I'm at work, y'all. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. So I thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your love. Okay? And you have a blessed and amazing day. And I don't care where you go. Y'all know what I say. Take the Lord with you wherever you go. This string. And let Him become your constant companion. Okay? And you could take Great Grandma Donna with you too. Now, y'all do me a favor, like I said yesterday. Watch one of my uploads. I have over 1,000 upload videos. Watch a couple of my videos, and when the ad comes on, watch the ad. Okay? To support my channel. Okay? And drop me a comment because I love reading the comments. And you guys have a blessed day. I'm going to do an upload. This is just a live, but I'm going to do uploads every day. So support my uploads, and we're going to have some more topics. I'm going to try to come up with topics almost every day. Questions for you guys on my live, okay? So I can have different people interact, even people that don't know me. I have to ask those questions because people need help. Okay? So I'm going to start asking questions on my live so I can get different people to interact because they need help. And this is what the Lord wants me to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay? I love you guys. Keep praying for Great Grandpa Donna, okay? All right. Love you. Bye-bye.